Assalamu alaikum students. Hope you will be fine. Okay students, this is our second session, and in this session I will explain unicellular and multicellular organisms, tissues and organs. Dear students, as you know that anything that can live on its own is called an organism. On the basis of number of cells, organisms are classified as unicellular and multicellular organisms. As the name defines, uni means one. So the organisms which are made up of only one cell are called unicellular organisms. In unicellular organism, only one cell make up the entire body of an organism. Examples of unicellular organisms are microorganisms, amoeba and chlorella. Microorganisms are those organisms which can only be seen through microscope. Amoeba is a unicellular animal and chlorella is a unicellular plant. Now come to multicellular organisms. The organisms that are made up of two or more cells are called multicellular organisms. Examples of multicellular organisms are humans, plants and animals. Our next topic is tissues. Students, as you know that plants and animals are made up of cells. Cells of same type group together to form tissues. Those tissues work together to do a particular job. Now I am going to explain types of tissues. There are two types of tissues, animal tissues and plant tissues. First, I will explain examples of plant tissues that are epidermal tissue, photosynthetic tissues and supporting tissues. Let's study about the tissues in detail. First tissue is epidermal tissue. The word epidermal is derived from epidermis, which means outer skin. In plants, a single layer of cells that covers the leaves, flowers, roots and stem of plants is called epidermis. So, the tissue that form the outer layer of plants is called epidermal tissue. These are made up of sheets of flattened cells. Flattened means flat. These tissues are located on surface of leaves and other parts of a plant. The function of epidermal tissue is to provide protection to the plant from damage and to prevent plant from drying out. Next is the photosynthetic tissue. Photosynthetic tissues are composed of palisade cells. These cells have a lot of chlorophyll to trap sunlight and carry out the process of photosynthesis, the process in which plants make their own food by using sunlight, water and carbon dioxide is called photosynthesis. Photosynthetic tissues are present in leaves and other green parts of a plant. The function of these tissues is to prepare food for the plant. Next is the supporting tissue. Supporting tissue makes the internal framework of plant body. These tissues are made up of group of cells with thick walls. Supporting tissues are found in plant stem. As the name indicates, supporting tissue provides support and strength to the plant. Now I am going to explain the animal tissues. There are three examples of animal tissues: epithelial tissue, muscle tissue and nerve tissue. First one is epithelial tissue. Epithelial tissue form the covering of all body surfaces. As you seen in the diagram, these tissues are made up of sheets of cells. These tissues are found on the surface of animal skin. These tissues cover the inside of all the tubes within the animal body. For example, windpipe through which we breathe. These tissues are also present in the spaces inside the animal's body. Epithelial tissues are also present inside our mouth. The function of epithelial tissue is to protect the structure underneath. Second example of animal tissues is muscle tissue. Muscle tissues are soft tissues that composed of muscles in animal's body. These tissues are made up of bundles of muscle cells. These tissues are present in limbs. Limbs are basically legs and arms. Muscle tissues are also found in the walls of certain organs. The function of muscle tissues is to help in movement. Look at the diagram. There are three types of muscle tissues. The first one is skeletal muscle, second one is smooth muscle, and third one is cardiac muscle. Okay. Cardiac muscle are present in heart. These muscles help the heart to contract and relax to regulate the blood flow. Skeletal muscles are attached to the bones. These muscles provide support and help in movement. Smooth muscles are found in the walls of hollow organs, that is stomach, intestine, etc. Smooth muscles inside the walls of intestine contracts to push the undigested food through the body for excretion. Third type of animal tissues is nerve tissue. Nerve tissues are the main tissue components of nervous system and are made up of nerves. These tissues are present in brain and spinal cord of an animal. The function of nerve tissues is to carry messages from brain to all parts of the body and from all parts of the body to the brain. Dear students, our next topic is organ. What is an organ? An organ is a group of tissues that performs a specific function. In simple words, organs are the body parts. Animals and plants are two categories of living things and they possess different organs. Animal body has internal and external organs. Internal organs are that organs which are present inside of the animal body. And external organs are that organs which are present outside of the animal body. For example, internal organs are heart and lungs. Okay, these are the examples of internal organs. And the examples of external organs are eyes, ears, and nose, etc. Okay, now next are the plant organs. Plant have main organs that are roots, stem, leaves, flowers, and fruits, etc. Okay, these are the main organs of plant. Flower is the organ in which reproduction takes place. Through flower, plants can reproduce. Plants can make their copies. Okay. So these are the main organs of plant, and every organ has its own function. Okay, students, in the next lecture I will explain the organ system. I hope you have understood the lecture. Thank you for listening. Allah Hafiz.